Hello. So we are back today to talk to one of our exhibitors ready for the Business Success Network Children's Activity Provider Conference. That's a mouthful, isn't it? That we are holding at the end of this month. So I've got the lovely Dr. Jenni Bradford, who is part of ICAP, who is coming along to exhibit with us. I'm really, really happy about that. I love ICAP, massive advocate of ICAP, as you know. So yeah, really, really pleased that you agreed to come along. So we're just going to chat a little bit, tell everybody who doesn't know about ICAP what it is and how they can support you in the industry. But yeah, let's learn a little bit about you, because I think I saw you at ICAP's first conference and you were talking about your business then, and I was just like, oh my God, it's amazing. So just tell us about your business journey and how you got started and how it led you to ICAP, really, I suppose. So.
Yeah, so straight out of uni, I did my PhD, which was an education PhD. And I was looking at how can we better align the education system to the needs of the world of work. And straight out of doing the PhD, I then started a business called Magical Maths. And Magical Maths exists to show children that maths is magical. So, because maths is something that as adults, we all need it. It's in everyday life, isn't it?
Yeah.
And there are lots of people of all ages who are scared of maths, who have decided they can't do it or they don't like it.
And one of them.
Yeah. And
really struggled with it.
Yeah. So it's something that like adults have it, children have it. And we started Magical Maths really as an accident, because we had a tuition business and we worked with a lot of primary age children who they were all in that box. They all didn't like it or they were scared of it. And we were quite shocked that we realized there's this epidemic going on of children that all didn't like maths. So we then went into our old primary school and we ran a maths club. And the idea was literally to show children that maths is fun and to maybe be a bit of a lead generation activity for our tuition business. But yeah, it then snowballed. The kids absolutely loved what we were doing. The parents loved it. The school loved it. Other schools then started asking us to come to their school. So then we realized we had something, and Magical Maths quickly became bigger than the tuition business. So yeah, and we then quite quickly after that we scaled it up, and then we franchised it. And then it ended up all across the country. And then eventually we successfully exited it as well. So we had our exit plan was to sell, and we were about 2 years into the exit plan and somebody came and made us an offer. So
brilliant.
We had the business for about 8 years all in, and it was just incredible. It was such an amazing roller coaster.
And you did that, am I right in remembering you did that with your brother? Is that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought I'd remembered that. Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I do listen sometimes.
Yeah.
Back a few years. No, that's fab. That's really good. So how did that lead you to ICAP? How did you become part of ICAP as it is today?
So ICAP was founded by Andy Giorgio. So I'll just show you a picture of Andy quickly here. So this is Andy, and Andy was our franchise development manager in Magical Maths.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
And he worked with us for a good few years, and then he left to set up his own franchise consultancy business. He did that for a few years, and then he started ICAP. So he felt that, so Andy's always worked in the children's activity space.
Yeah.
And he really felt there was a gap in the market for a membership body for children's activity providers. So Andy then had his franchise consultancy business, which is now called Fran Squared, ICAP. Both of them did really well. He started snowballing. And then that was around the time I exited the business. So then Andy asked if I'd like to come and help him with ICAP.
That's brilliant. So tell us a little bit about ICAP then. What is ICAP and how is it here to support the children's activity provider industry?
So yeah, ICAP is a membership body for children's activity providers, and yeah, Andy actually started it in 2020, so it was good timing for starting it, because his sole purpose was helping children's activity providers navigate through all of the COVID restrictions, which were ever changing, the
It was
government
a nightmare, wasn't
guidelines.
it?
Yeah. So Andy's role was then, right, this is what you can do now, this is what you can't do now, this is what you need to put in place.
Yeah.
So ICAP grew really quickly. So we had a very healthy membership body quite quickly. And yeah, and then from there we there are three main things really for ICAP. So we offer community and support. So when you're running your own business, it's actually quite a lonely place to be. So because it's just I mean,
you,
it's just,
isn't it?
yeah.
Even as a franchisor, you know, you've got this team of franchisees around you, but they're all in so many different locations that you are still effectively sort of working on your own. My husband said, I can tell you've had a day in the office because you just blah, 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 blah when you get home to me.
Yeah.
You're not spoken to anybody.
Yeah. And it's great now because, so when we did Magical Maths, we did actually have an office and we did go in the early days, but then we changed it so then we were all working from home. But yeah, it is nice. There's like pros and cons, isn't there? It's great to be able to work at home, but you do miss, and some people really need that
absolutely
speaking to people and things. I do quite like working on my own and getting into deep work, but I think all business owners need support. All business owners need other business owners to talk to and just bouncing ideas off. And when we ran Magical Maths, we were always in a mastermind group. So as soon as we started business, we joined a mastermind group so that we could then be around other business owners who had been there, done it, got the t-shirt, and we could learn from them. So ICAP is amazing for that. So it's nice because it's other people in the space. So you can, we can all kind of share ideas and speak to each other, and like what we'll be doing at your conference as well. It'd be great having lots of people together. So there's that side of things. And then we also, the second thing is supporting children's activity providers to navigate all the different requirements that they need to run safe, responsible businesses, because there's quite a lot of stuff, isn't there?
There is, There's so much you have to get your head around.
Yeah. And we just want as many, because children's activity providers do amazing work. They're changing children's lives and their families, and that ripple effect is massive. So we want children's activity providers to grow their businesses, to feel confident running their businesses. We want people, because I suspect there will be some people that think, oh, I'd love to do an activity business, but it's too much stuff.
Where do I start, isn't it?
And there's all the safeguarding. DBS is just a lot of very serious stuff that they need to make sure they get right. So we exist to support from that side of the coin as well. And then the third way is business support. So we have lots of different things in terms of growing a business. So supporting with marketing, copywriting, everything related to running a business, really. So yeah, there's lots of things going on.
So with ICAP at the moment, so I know I'm just thinking what we've gone through. So we've done your accreditation, which is brilliant, because like you say, that's almost like a list of things that you need to have in place. And it's really good to have that badge to say to our customers, look, we are running as we should be running. You know, we've covered everything we need to cover. All our policies are in place, our risk assessments, our insurance. That's the one. And I think that's a really good way. And also through you, we can get insurance as well, can't we? And that again is a biggie, because there are not many insurance providers out there that know the industry, I suppose. So you're very limited with choice. So actually having you guys there as well and is great. I know quite a few of my franchisees have joined your insurance, and they're using that. You know, it's good. They know they're covered. They know that they've got that amount of cover that they need. And also, I think you do think tanks with ICAP as well, don't you? I know I've just signed up for the franchisor one.
Yes,
coming up.
Oh, great. That'd be good to have you there. Yeah. So the think tanks, the idea behind that is it's like a mastermind group, essentially. So we have a franchisor one, we've got one for franchisees and one for independent business owners.
That's really good.
Where, we can all get together over Zoom for an hour. So it's like a mini mastermind, and we'll either have a theme to discuss, or we will open it up and people can bring different things that they're working on. So if people have got a burning question, then they can bring it to the group. And we do have Facebook groups as well. So we've got a general Facebook group. We've got a group just for franchisors as well. So if people have got questions outside of the think tanks, they can still put them out to the community.
Yeah, I know I've dipped into your franchisor one a few times. There's certainly as a new franchisor, and there's a lot of I call them experts, like that have been doing franchising for quite a few years. So that's really useful. And actually the franchisee one as well. And you know, I do see people asking questions in there, and it's great to see the responses that come back from everybody. And I think that's ultimately what we've tried to sort of achieve within that business success. Obviously, we haven't gone down all the accreditation routes and stuff like that, but it was just that support network. I think when I started back in 2019, I found it really difficult to navigate through all these people that are there to help me, but really just want to take my money, and to try and find the cream. And I think, you know, we've tried to bring those providers in, and I know you've got partnerships with a lot of those industry suppliers as well, which is really good. So it's just almost like a one-stop shop, isn't it? You know, that's where you can go to find them. Which I think is helpful, especially when, like, for me, I've come from an education background, and marketing and sales was totally alien to me, so I had no clue where to start. So it's really useful now having these bodies there that you can go to, and everything's there. It's just in one place. They're trusted. Oh, look there.
These are our partners, and we have got some new ones as well. So I need to update this. We've got 19 partners now.
That's brilliant.
But yeah, that's what you're saying, isn't it? Where because it is a minefield, because people need to. Well, some children's activity providers have to have pediatric first aid.
Yeah.
And I can remember when we had to have it, and for Magical Maths, and you go out to look, but you're like, oh, okay, I'll do a pediatric first aid course. But then you start a Google search, and there's loads of different options. Yeah. So just every aspect of it is a minefield. So what we aim to do is just be like, this is the pediatric first aid course. This is the safeguarding course. This is DBS checks. This is just to, because otherwise you end up being like, right, I've picked a pediatric first aid course, or I picked that, but is it the right one?
Yeah. We're launching a new business at the moment, and that requires the pediatric first aid and the Ofsted, and that is a whole nother minefield on its own. So, you know, we've been to ICAP. I've done my safeguard training through ICAP. You know, we've used Daisy, one of your partners, for our pediatric first aid. It just does make life easier, rather than, like you say, trying to navigate through all of the cotton wool, the fluff that is out there. Just find those ones that you know can help you. So what are you most looking forward to at our conference? What are you looking forward to doing, or seeing, or meeting people?
So I'm very much looking forward to coming and getting to talk to lots of people within the sector. So it's great doing that. And we just recently had our conference, didn't we?
Yeah.
In March. So that was great. But when you're running it, you don't get to speak to people as much.
I was about to say, you'll be able to speak from the other side, won't you, this time? Because I came to your conference in March, which I think I've been to all of them bar one. And yeah, I love the ICAP conference. So
no, it's going to be great.
We're almost up there with you.
Yeah, really nice coming and just being able to chat to people, because now you do get to chat to people, but you have to make sure everything's running right as well. So chatting to people, but also the speakers are amazing. There's so many speakers and the variety, and so we're going to get a lot from the day. There's going to be a lot of information and nuggets and stuff that we can take away and implement. So I'm really looking forward to coming and absorbing as much.
There's a lot of energy in the room, I think.
It's going to be brilliant.
Oh, that's brilliant. So just before we head off and I'll let you get back to your day, can you let everybody know where we can find ICAP and how they can go about joining, just so they can search it out?
So this is our website. So it's i-cap.co.uk. And on the website there is a membership page, so you can click on the membership page and there's more information. And membership, like you were saying, does include insurance. So ICAP membership is just a complete no-brainer. It's brilliant because you get your insurance sorted. And we spent quite a lot of time. We spent a good year researching what would the best insurance in the world look like for children's activity providers, and the result is definitely that. So we're really pleased with it. It's going really well, but we're getting lovely feedback from it as well. So this is some feedback from Baby College. So she said ICAP insurance is the best deal for our new franchisees with so many benefits. So it's you get your insurance and everything else that we do.
That's it. You get access to the whole thing then, don't you, along with your insurance, which is great.
So we've got lots of documents so within the member area you can access lots of documents. And there's also lots of training videos, access to the community, which we've already mentioned. So but because it is insurance, if people, because you can just sign up on the website, we've made it so easy. You just sign up on the website, it automatically renews, so you don't have to do any paperwork. You can upgrade, downgrade within the membership area. It's so easy. But some people do like to still speak to us because it's insurance. So some people find it a bit like, oh, hang on, normally when I do insurance, I have to do a lot of going back and forth. And so, we are available for people. Like there's a number on there, so you can WhatsApp us and ask us questions or email. And so if people want to ask questions before signing up, then they can definitely get in touch. And we've also you can find us on Instagram as well. So we've got nearly 12,000 followers on Instagram now. And the videos are great. I went on there this morning to get the this handle off Instagram, and I always get stuck on there because the videos that we've got are amazing. They're lovely, like wholesome videos about children and the children's activity space. So I definitely recommend it, although it is very addictive, our page.
Get stuck on it. I like that. I have to wean myself away from videos every so often.
I know, they're very clever, aren't they? They're getting you stuck on them.
So we will be at Villa Park on Friday, the 31st of May, not long to go now, 9 a.m. until 5 p.m. We have got 10 amazing speakers and plus 2 extra guest speakers, so we're cramming them in. We've got an exhibition space, and the lovely Dr. Jenni Bradford will be there along with her ICAP stand and lots of other businesses, so you can come along and have a chat to her there about ICAP. And we'll also have time for loads of networking as well, so I'm really looking forward to it. I hopefully get lots from the day. So your tickets are £99, which for 12 speakers is an absolute bargain. And we are running an offer at the moment as well. So if you buy 2 tickets, we will give you your third for free. So if you've got a team of people that you want to bring along, that's a really good way of getting them down there. We will put the link to the tickets down below, and I'll also put the links over to ICAP in there as well once we get this shared out onto our social medias. thank you so much for joining us today. I'm really looking forward to seeing you at the end of the month, and we will hopefully see lots of you there as well. Take care. Bye bye for now.
Thank you. Bye.